Please verify your identity now. The message looked official, urgent, and she felt a jolt of anxiety. Her heart skipped a beat as she wondered if someone was trying to access her account. Without thinking, she tapped the link, entered her credentials, and the page refreshed. Nothing happened. The site looked just like her bank's, but something felt off. She tried to log in again, but the app froze, and a knot of worry tightened in her stomach. Minutes later, a real notification appeared. A large transfer she didn't make. Her password no longer worked. She was locked out. Panic set in as she realized her savings were vanishing before her eyes, and she was powerless to stop it. In less than 5 minutes, a stranger had taken her savings and locked her out of her own account. The digital world she trusted had turned against her in the blink of an eye. She stared at her phone, unable to process how quickly everything had changed. Maria wasn't targeted by elite hackers, just a common mobile app breach. It wasn't a sophisticated attack, but a simple trick that preyed on her trust and routine. She never imagined she could be a victim, until it happened to her. This is a quiet catastrophe happening every day. Millions of people, just like Maria, are caught off guard by digital thieves. Hackers use simple tricks and social engineering, preying on distraction and fear. They know that in our busy lives, a moment's lapse in attention is all it takes. A single click can open the door to everything we hold dear. The link was a trap, designed to steal the keys to her financial world. It was crafted to look real, to feel urgent, and to bypass her defenses with a sense of normalcy. In that instant, her digital life was compromised. The cost wasn't just money, but her sense of security. Maria felt exposed, vulnerable, and betrayed by the very technology she relied on. The emotional toll lingered long after the money was gone. Our phones are now the remote controls for our lives. Money, memories, identity, all in one place. We trust them with our secrets, our stories, and our futures. But that trust can be shattered in an instant. The front line of cybersecurity is in the palm of your hand. Every tap, every swipe, every decision matters. In a world where our lives are digital, vigilance is our greatest defense. Hackers often gain access through fake apps, modern-day Trojan horses. These deceptive programs are designed to look harmless, but beneath the surface, they're engineered to steal your information and compromise your security. In today's digital world, where we rely on our phones for everything from banking to socializing, the threat is more real than ever. These apps look and feel real, mimicking popular games or tools. Their icons, names, and even user reviews are carefully crafted to trick you into thinking they're legitimate. Sometimes the differences are so subtle that even experienced users can be fooled. They slip into official and unofficial app stores, using stolen icons and descriptions. Cybercriminals exploit loopholes in App Store security, uploading malicious apps that blend in with the crowd. Even trusted platforms aren't immune to these threats. Once installed, they ask for your login credentials or excessive permissions. These requests might seem routine, but granting them can open the door to your most sensitive data, photos, contacts, messages, and even your location. A fake photo app might prompt you to log in with Instagram, handing your info to hackers. Once they have your credentials, they can access not just your Instagram, but any linked accounts, putting your entire online identity at risk. With access, they can take over your accounts, read messages, and impersonate you. Hackers may send messages to your friends, spread scams, or even demand ransom, all while pretending to be you. Some apps request permissions they don't need, like a flashlight app asking for your contacts or location. This is a major red flag. No simple utility app should need access to your personal information. Once granted, the app can spy on you, record conversations, and steal data. Your microphone, camera, and files can all be accessed remotely, turning your device into a surveillance tool without your knowledge. This information is sold or used for targeted attacks. Stolen data can end up on the dark web, where it's bought and sold by criminals looking to exploit your identity or finances. The Flash Save app in 2025, downloaded over 1 million times, secretly recorded keystrokes, and sent data overseas. Many users had no idea their every tap was being monitored and harvested for profit. The breach was only discovered after massive data transfers were detected. By then, sensitive information had already been leaked, and the damage was spreading fast. For many, the damage was already done. Victims faced account lockouts, financial loss, and the stress of recovering their digital lives. One careless download can compromise your entire digital life. Always double-check app sources, scrutinize permissions, and remember, if something feels off, it probably is. Stay vigilant, your security depends on it. Phishing has evolved into a precise, personalized art. Today's attacks arrive via text, social media, or emails that look official. They create urgency, using personal data from past breaches to seem legitimate. A message might say, "John, your Amazon package is delayed. Click here." The link leads to a fake site. You enter your details and hackers gain access. Many people reuse passwords, so one breach can unlock multiple accounts. Voice phishing or vishing involves calls from scammers posing as bank staff. They sound professional, guiding you to secure your account by giving up your info. A recent attack on ConnectPay used urgent texts and fake sites to drain thousands of accounts. Even savvy users can be fooled when caught off guard. Malware is the silent invader, infecting phones without your knowledge. It slips past your defenses, often without leaving a trace, and can lurk undetected for weeks or even months. Most people never realize their device has been compromised until it's too late, and by then, the damage is already done. Malware can arrive in many forms, through compromised websites, malicious links, or even seemingly harmless apps. Public Wi-Fi networks are especially risky, as hackers can intercept your data or inject malware while you browse. Even flaws in your phone's operating system can open the door to attackers. Once inside, malware operates quietly, executing commands in the background. It may disguise itself as a legitimate process, making it nearly impossible to spot with the naked eye. All the while, it's collecting information, sending data to remote servers, or waiting for instructions from its creator. Spyware is especially dangerous. It logs every keystroke you type, can secretly activate your camera and microphone, track your location in real time, and read your private messages. This means your most sensitive information, passwords, conversations, even your physical movements, can be monitored without your consent. The invasion of privacy is total. Data can be used for blackmail, identity theft, or corporate espionage. Stolen information can be sold on the dark web, or used to manipulate and exploit victims in ways they never imagined. Ransomware is also on the rise, encrypting your files and demanding payment for their return. These attacks can lock you out of your own device, holding your photos, contacts, and important documents hostage until you pay up. Many victims pay the ransom out of desperation, but there's no guarantee their files will ever be restored. In some cases, paying only encourages more attacks, fueling a vicious cycle. Fleeceware is subtler. These apps lure users with free trials, then charge exorbitant fees, sometimes even after the app is deleted. The charges are often buried in fine print, making them easy to miss. Users often don't notice until months later, when they spot mysterious charges on their bank statements or phone bills. By then, hundreds of dollars may have been lost. These scams exploit App Store billing systems and user inattention, making it difficult to cancel subscriptions or get refunds. The complexity of digital billing can leave even tech-savvy users vulnerable. The threat landscape is constantly evolving. New forms of malware and scams appear every day, adapting to security updates and user habits. Cybercriminals are always searching for new ways to exploit weaknesses. Your phone can be compromised without a single click. Sometimes, just receiving a message or visiting a website is enough for malware to take hold. Vigilance is your best defense. Regularly update your device, review app permissions, and stay informed about the latest threats. In a world where your phone is both your lifeline and your target, awareness is the key to staying safe. Sometimes hackers just guess your password. Brute force attacks try every combination. Weak passwords fall in seconds. Dictionary attacks use lists of common passwords and variations. Credential stuffing is even more dangerous. Hackers use stolen credentials from one breach to access other accounts. If you reuse passwords, one leak can compromise everything. Billions of stolen credentials circulate on the dark web. Automated botnets try millions of logins per hour. Your reused password is an open invitation. One weak link can unlock your entire digital world. In 2026, AI is the hacker's new superweapon. AI crafts convincing phishing messages, mimicking your contacts and writing style. It analyzes breached passwords to guess new ones faster than ever. Passwords that once took years to crack now fall in hours. Quantum computing looms on the horizon, threatening to break current encryption. Security experts race to develop quantum-resistant algorithms. Meanwhile, hacking tools are more accessible than ever. Hacking as a service lets anyone launch attacks with a few clicks. Prepackaged phishing kits and malware are for sale on the dark web. Cybercrime has become a global industrialized enterprise. You are not powerless. Your habits are your strongest shield. Think of cybersecurity as a life skill, not just a technical issue. Every time you use your phone, you make security decisions. Start with strong, unique passwords, 12 characters or more, with a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. Use a password manager to generate and store them. Enable two-factor authentication, 2FA, on every account, especially email, banking, and social media. 2FA adds a second step, making it much harder for hackers to break in. Be skeptical of unsolicited messages, even from trusted sources. Don't click links in urgent texts or emails. Go directly to the app or website. Review app permissions and delete apps you don't use. Read reviews before downloading anything new. Cultivate a healthy sense of suspicion. Your vigilance is a hacker's biggest obstacle. Here's your actionable checklist for mobile security. First, audit your passwords. Use a manager to create long, unique ones for every account. Prioritize your main email. It's the key to everything else. Enable two-factor authentication everywhere, using an authenticator app instead of SMS when possible. Regularly delete unused apps and review permissions for those you keep. Keep your phone and apps updated to patch vulnerabilities. Avoid public Wi-Fi for sensitive tasks. If you must use it, connect through a VPN. Be aware of your surroundings. Watch for shoulder surfers in public. These steps reduce your attack surface and make you a harder target. Security is about layers. Each one matters. Take an hour to secure your digital life now. Small actions add up to big protection. Stay proactive, not reactive. The mobile security landscape in 2026 can seem overwhelming. Hackers have powerful tools, and cybercrime is booming. But most attacks are crimes of opportunity, not high-tech heists. Hackers look for easy targets, weak passwords, reused credentials, careless clicks. By practicing digital hygiene, you make yourself a much harder target. The goal isn't perfect security, but resilience. When you secure your accounts, you protect yourself and others. Security is a shared responsibility. Every action matters. The war against hackers is fought one decision at a time. Create strong passwords, enable 2FA, and pause before clicking suspicious links. Small acts of vigilance build real defense. The threats will evolve, but so will your awareness. Your greatest strength is your own caution.